Talking real estate with Champions Real Estate Team at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Ambassador Real Estate Company. My name is Mark Wehner II with Champions Real Estate Team, and joining me today is Russ Williams with Williams Mortgage. He's usually the man of the hour for the mortgage industry. But we jump on here over the lunch hour every Wednesday, kind of give you a rundown of the market over the last week. So we'll jump straight into the numbers side of it. Here we go. Get that a second to pull up for you guys on the video. So if you have questions, comments, you can let us know in the comment section, whether you're watching us on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter as well. So as we see here, the number of listings over the last week of 333, new contracts 310, and 475 people got new houses this last week. So congratulations to them. And then, so kind of what's the big perspective of this? So last week we had 380 new listings and 330 new contracts written. So those numbers have gone down. Sold homes about the same. So what does that mean? You know, basically there is less competition on the seller side, less competition on the buyer side, but those people are still competing against each other, if that makes any sense, if that makes sense to you from that regards of it. So we'll look at the big, 30,000 foot view of what's going on in the big picture side of it. So we have 1,814 active homes in the MLS based on the Omaha and Lincoln. So narrowing that down to the Omaha metro kind of area, about 975 existing homes. Out of that 976 is 539. New construction is sitting at 437. So there's still very low inventory, but we're also seeing the number of contracts that got written is not as crazy as what it was in the summer months, but those buyers that are out there are still looking, and it's still a great time to buy. And from a seller's perspective, there's not a lot to choose from still in the winter months. And as the weather starts getting a little colder, the serious buyers are going to be out there, and you can get a good solid price, because as we talked about in weeks prior, those pricing, what your neighbor was getting, that you may have talked to that sold their house this summer. We had 10 offers, 15 offers, got 20,000 above. Well, all those homes that have now sold are what we're using as comparables when we're looking at pricing houses. Now we have to take into account, the activity and keeping it, the expectations realistic on the pricing. But we may not necessarily see 15 offers, 20,000 over, because that's already built into the price of what the home is that we're listing the price for now. And so if that's why you do not want to overprice your home in the fall market, is because those prices have kind of already been built in. If you're shooting another $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 above what your agent is telling you, you may be in for rude awakening when the house sits on the market. You actually may end up netting less, because the buyers are going to offer you a little bit lower because they may think you may be desperate to sell that house and and motivated in that aspect of it. So, but as always, it's still a great time to buy and sell. On the buy side, when there's not a lot of competition out there, you can get a good fair price. You may get home inspections, home warranties that seller may be more apt to than they were back in the summer months. In that as we go forward here. So as always, still a great time to buy and sell. We'll jump right into with Russ here on the mortgage side of it, and kind of get a rundown of what we're seeing and what he's kind of seeing in the marketplace from the mortgage side of it. So
Mark, everybody always asks, what are interest rates doing? And they have moved up a little bit over the last week, primarily in response to both producer and consumer level readings of inflation that were higher than expected. And we don't expect those are going to taper anytime soon. So the best of the rates may be behind us. However, we are still just off of all-time lows. And so this is still a great time to buy a home. If inflation does in fact continue, and we expect it will, at least for a little while here, interest rates are expected to continue rising. So this is a good time to jump in. Also, as we approach the end of the year, Mark, we start to get information as far as what loan limits we'll have for the upcoming year. And while that typically isn't announced until sometime after Thanksgiving, all projections are suggesting that we could see conventional loan, non-jumbo loans, conventional, what we call conforming loans, be up to $625,000, which means your first-time buyers that have at least 3% down payment can go up to $645,000 in purchase price with as little as 3% down on a conventional loan. That is crazy. That also means we'll likely see some increases in FHA loan limits, probably in the range of $420,000 is what we expect that will be for next year. So in the event that you've been waiting, or you see the perfect home, it's a little bit out of your ability to finance right now because of limits on FHA, that is going up. To Mark's point earlier, we're still seeing multiple offer situations, but you have a better chance of winning a bid now than you did in the spring market. So give the team a call and get out there, look at homes, because this is still a great time to buy.
Yep. And we just had one new listing go live on our team listing I just listed today. It's a great townhouse, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, 15909 Gold Circle. You can go to 15909goldcircle.com, see the virtual tour, walk through it. But yeah, it's a great, split entry town home. Great. There's a lawn care taken care of and the snow removal. It's off about 160th and Center Street. So it's a great location. It's a cul-de-sac, direct sidewalk to the Papio Trail, which is great. And there's parks and all that kind of fun stuff down there too. So kind of a wide variety of a buyer potential, buyer pool for someone that wants to get into that and just get into home ownership. Whether it's a townhome, this one, I think their monthly rate is $60 a month for lawn and snow. And so that's one of those things. Yeah. So it's a great deal out there. So, I mean, it's one of those houses that needs, you can make it your own. Obviously needs a little, little paint, little carpet, things of that sort. But, in that regard. So it's a great house. But if you want to take a look at it, give me a holler, 402-672-7670. And if you need a loan for it, give us a holler, 290-8936. So, but yeah, that's kind of the rundown we have. I want to keep it short and sweet. I think we're under 10 minutes. So as everyone probably knows, if they watch previous videos, I talk a lot. So, but anyways, Russ, you got anything else?
That's it. Or? Have a great week. Get out there and buy some real estate.
Yeah, right. Get on there before you get to the Thanksgiving. So anyways, yeah, if you have any questions, give us a holler, comments. You can call me, text me, direct message me on any of the social media platforms. This video goes out live to, I think, 3 or 4 different platforms. So if you're reaching us on any of those, give us a holler. Happy to help you. If you're planning on buying a house or selling a house next spring, let's do it. Let's talk about it. Let's get a game plan in place now. And maybe even after talking about it, now may be a better time to wait, and you can kind of weigh those options as well. So give us a holler, Russ or myself, or anyone here at the Champions Real Estate team, and we will get you taken care of. Appreciate you guys.